All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Okay, good. So today we're looking at this idea of presaging change.
Ooh.
Yeah, sounds kind of heavy, right?
Yeah.
But bear with me. It's actually really fascinating. We're going to be pulling from this piece called Straight Up Presaging Change.
Straightforward.
Yeah,
An error.
no messing around. And you know what's funny?
Right.
It's written like, a dictionary entry,
Huh.
word of the day kind of thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. But trust me, it gets deep.
Okay.
It asks this big question. How do we actually know when a huge change is coming in our lives? Like, how can we spot those signs?
It jumps right in, defining presage as, those hints or signals that point to future events. Almost like trying to predict the future in a way.
Yes, exactly. Like, we try to read those tea leaves, right?
Right.
But what I found interesting is that the source, it makes you think about all the weird places we look for these signs.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they're reliable, sometimes not so much.
Totally. And it even uses fortune cookies as an example,
Right.
which, let's be real, aren't the most accurate crystal ball.
Not exactly scientific, correct?
But it shows how much we want to know what's coming, even if it's through a cookie. But it does have this cautionary note reminding us that big change, the kind that really impacts us,
Yeah.
usually takes more than just hoping for it.
So true. There's that part in there where it contrasts like easy changes, like robbing a bank,
Okay.
with changes that take serious work,
Oh.
like building a successful business, right?
Right.
You might not always make it, but it does get you thinking.
Yeah.
How do we get ready for those big shifts?
Well, the source brings up diversification.
Oh, interesting.
It's like that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spreading your energy across different areas can up your chances of success and lower the risks.
Okay, diversify. Got it.
Right.
But isn't there a risk of spreading yourself too thin?
Oh, absolutely. Diversification isn't about doing everything.
Yeah.
It's about being smart with your choices, your time, your resources.
Yeah.
Think about it. You've got your career, relationships, personal stuff, finances.
Mm-hmm.
The source says we should look at each area and ask, where can we take more risks? Where do we need more stability?
I like that because it makes you really think about how it applies to different parts of your life.
Exactly.
Like, say you're thinking of switching careers.
Okay.
You might love your job now, but there's this part of you that's like, what else is out there? Diversifying could be like taking some online courses or networking in a new field, all while keeping your current job.
Exactly. Testing the waters without diving headfirst. And this brings up another point the source makes. We got to learn to embrace change as a natural part of life. There's this quote. It's from George Santayana.
Okay.
To be interested in the changing seasons is a happier state of mind than to be hopelessly in love with spring.
Wow. That's deep. It's like saying we got to accept that change is going to happen.
Right.
Instead of holding on to how things are
Yeah.
or wishing they were different.
Exactly. We get so focused on the destination, the goal, that we forget about the journey itself. Spring is beautiful, but summer, fall, even winter, they all have their own beauty, their own lessons.
This whole presaging change idea it really made me think. It's not just about seeing the future. It's about spotting those signs and rolling with the punches,
Absolutely. Since change is constant, the question is, how can we get better at recognizing its signals and responding in a way that works for us?
Yeah. How do we see those shifts coming and make choices that fit our goals and values, even when things are uncertain? That's something for all of us to think about as we go through life.
Totally. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Hope it's giving you something to chew on as you keep exploring the ever-changing landscape of your own life.
And remember, keep those eyes peeled for the signs, folks.
Yeah.
You never know what's around the corner. Until next time, happy exploring.